Let's see. Continue. Would you beat Storm Eagle? Which means we can go ahead and tackle Magma Dragoon. So let me just double check my stuff. If I really want to do that. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and do that. We'll tackle Magma Dragoon next. He betrayed the Maverick Hunters and hid himself inside of a volcano. Now, the reason why it says irregular hunters is in the Japanese version, they're not called Maverick Hunters. They're called irregulars or irregular hunters instead of Mavericks. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Just dash, dash, dash. Just take the hits. Get out of dodge. Okay, so here, I just like to just keep going forward. You can memorize the patterns, but as long as you keep going forward, you'll be able to avoid all that. So just keep moving, you'll be good. Just collect any energy that you can. These are some awfully weird looking metals. Alright, there we go. We're through there. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And double cyclone is not a super useful attack, but I'll go ahead and show it off. You see there, it doesn't hit certain enemies. Aiming laser is a little bit more useful for that enemy, but super useful soul body. It's useful just to take it. How? I'm just gonna take the hit. Screw it. At this point, I don't care. So just destroy the door and get out of here, and then we will be able to get our next heart tank, but we will not be able to get the body armor for X, unfortunately. Just keep on going. Go through here. There we go. There we go. We're done. Again, just keep moving. You'll be fine. Okay, so just go ahead and take out these Replica Forest minions with the right armor. Get right here. Wait for some of those fireballs to move out of the way, and dash jump up here, and you'll get the heart tank. So that's pretty awesome. What the heck? No! I don't know why I moved right. I was betrayed. So there, plasma shot, destroyed that. Now what you want to do here is you want to take as little damage as possible with this right armor. It's basically a melee. It's like a 0 right armor because it's red and it has a sword. So just make sure you take no damage if at all possible. Because when we get to this section right here, coming up, wait for this, just destroy this, and then we can start Magma Dragoon's boss fight with the right armor, which means we technically have a second health bar. And boy oh boy, Magma Dragoon can be a bit wild. X, you arrived. Dragoon, why did you betray the HQ? You'll have to defeat me first. But we're allies. You're so naive. Listen closely. I let the Sky Lagoon fall. And I do it again. No, those were innocent people. You're not the Dragoon. You're not Dragoon, just a Maverick. You got that right. Power up, X. It's time you showed me what you can do. Hadouken! Oh shit. So he can use Shoryuken, he can use Hadouken. If you played Street Fighter, which I am not a big Street Fighter person, he can use a lot of those attacks. I'm just gonna avoid him, just go this way. I don't know why I'm taking my sweet time. So just get your attacks in. Eventually the armor will sustain enough damage to where it will be destroyed. So okay, and we destroyed him really quick. His weakness is double cyclone. When you hit with double cyclone, he'll like fly in the air very violently, and he'll go to the opposite end of the screen. But what's this? Dragoon's still alive. You are strong, X. Such a waste. Why, Dragoon? Always wanted to fight you. Then he appeared. He appeared. Who? He told me to work for Rebel Force, to goad you into fighting. You did it just so you could fight me? It was worth it for a final duel. Dragoon! So, Pretty awesome Maverick. Magma Dragoon is probably my favorite Maverick out of the 8 here. So, pretty awesome. And we get Rising Fire, which is a fireball that extra shoots right above his head. And this is what we're going to use to take out Frost Walrus. Frost Walrus will be our next Maverick to land on the chopping block. So let's go ahead and see how he is. Actually, before I do that, let's go to Web Spider's level. And we're going to jump cut to where I need to go. We're going to get a heart tank. So, jump cut. Okay, and we're back. So what you want to do here is you want to get the Rising Fire and light these metal wood sections on fire, and you'll be able to find one of your heart tanks. So it's actually this one right here. It's in a little bit of a risky jump. So if you have the boots, you can just jump and air dash, and then you'll be able to get your heart tank here. So grab it, and then you can get out. You can escape. So go and get your escape, and then we can save, and then go and take on the evil bad Frost Walrus. Alright, so now let's go ahead and tackle Frost Walrus, and we can see an old friend at the very beginning of the level. He protects the secret weapon which lies inside this base. Blizzard Buffalo, what the hell? Alright, so that's a pretty nice little nod. But yeah, Blizzard Buffalo lifts his head. Now this right here is by far the best level to get energy for your energy tanks and your weapon tanks. And yeah, I said weapon tanks. So right here, what you want to do is you want to use Web Spider's weapon and just wall jump off of it to get here. You can get an extra life, all that good stuff. So pretty awesome. Let me just go back to my X-Buster, and then just take out this little Yeti, the snowman bomb person. But you see there, you get all that health right there. Actually, I need to go back this way. Isn't there first life, extra life there? Go down this way. I'll just go ahead and take the hit. I don't care. Use Rising Fire here and get your heart tank. So pretty awesome. And of course, the enemies here, because they're all snow based, a lot of them are going to be weak against the Rising Fire. And of course, I hate these freaking disappear and reappearing platforms. So annoying. But I was gonna say Blizzard Buffalo. Frost Walrus's level. This is probably one of my other favorite tracks because something about snow levels. I just love snow level music, and it sounds very ambient, but it also has this very foreboding-like tone to most snow levels. Unless you're ice cap zone, then you're just awesome. Let's go ahead. So this right here, I forget what this is actually technically called, but I call it EX tank because once you grab it, you get EX on your life count, which means when you start over, like you get a game over or you start your game brand new, instead of starting with 2 lives, you'll start with 4 lives. So it seems kind of cool, but once you play Mega Man X as many times, and Mega Man X4 as many times as I have, you don't really benefit from that tank. You tend not to die so often, and you tend to do this all in one go. So that tank really doesn't really help. This section just dropped down. There always will be a platform right below you. I've never had a section where I just fell down straight to my doom. So just be very careful when you get to this section, and you'll be okay. And we will see another old friend here. What the fuck, Chill Penguin? So Chill Penguin and Blizzard Buffalo didn't just blow into smithereens in Mega Man X1 and X3. Or maybe they just brought their bodies here. If you have Rising Fire, you can destroy these icicles. So pretty cool. And then I just like to just spam the hell out of Rising Fire here. That will start to shoot out projectiles diagonally first, and then the up, down, left, right direction second. But if you have Rising Fire, super easy. If you have the ability to charge Rising Fire, that's even better. Now, this theme for Frost Walrus, I'm not a big fan of. So this one not so much. Having Rise and Fire can be useful here. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted my X-Buster, thank you. Actually, it would be very good because it's Frost Walrus's weakness, but Frost Walrus is not a difficult Maverick at all. Just like Blizzard Buffalo and Frost Chill Penguin. Forgot his name, like Chill Penguin. They're not difficult. Typically, the Ice Mavericks are not difficult at all. Let's go ahead and destroy this. Stay up to the top, and we will get our next energy tank, quote unquote. It'll actually be the weapon energy tank. So just go ahead and destroy that. Stay on the upper path. If you have Rising Fire, that's great. If you don't, you'll have to just shoot it. Or you can just use a charge shot. I just made myself sound stupid there. But then again, when don't I make myself sound stupid? There'll be like these little ice phoenixes right here. Just destroy them. Otherwise, they will freeze the entire section, and all the enemies will become basically ice bombs in a way. I'll just go ahead and show it off. So I'll let him freeze these right here. And then everything is frozen, everything's slick, and it just becomes a lot harder to navigate. And the enemies, if you do blow them up when they're frozen solid like that, they'll shoot icicles everywhere. So you don't want that to happen. So just destroy those ice phoenixes, that's what I call them. They might have a better name, but I just like to call them ice phoenixes because it returns everything to ice. And with that, we get the Frost Walrus. So switch to the Rising Fire, and we will take on the easiest Maverick ever. And you gotta like all the Repla Force branding in this level. I've always thought his eyes were those brown dots above his actual real eyes back in the day. Oh, they sent a kid like you after me. I promise to end this quickly. I swear they took Frostman's body from Eggman 8 and just attached a walrus's head to it. Yeah, I just took a random hit for no reason. Right there, you can just go ahead and dodge over him, get some few hits in, and then once he gets his ice stuff back on, you can go ahead and hit him again. Oh man, this fight is so much better with Zero. A lot of these boss fights are so much more better with Zero. Because X's attack, it just goes straight up. It doesn't have very much going for it outside that, but otherwise, super easy. Super easy boss fight. The next boss is not going to be super easy in comparison, nor is his level going to be easy as well. Alright, and then we'll go to the next weapon. You got Frost Tower. Generates a huge ice block that acts as a shield. May also be used to trap enemies before dissipating. Let's go ahead and save, and I'm going to take a small break, and I'll catch you folks back on the next one. Alright folks, welcome back with me, Welcome back folks with me, Phil 2 Real. So we're going to go ahead and tackle Jet Stingray, but just as a heads up, I had to re-record this part because I didn't really like the way it came out, so if you notice a little bit of discrepancies, well, that's why. But let's go ahead and get started with Jet Stingray. Probably my least favorite level of the 8, but it's just because it's an auto-scrolling level. So Jet Stingray. Let's see here. He destroyed the city and escaped into the sea. Well, okay. So let's go ahead and fight him and retire him as the Maverick Hunter. Now, this is the reason why I don't like Jet Stingray's level. It's entirely an auto-scrolling level, and you're on the jet bike. I think they have another name, ride cruiser or something like that. Anyways, I call it a jet bike. So you really only get one shot to get the heart tank and to get the sub tank that's in here without having to die. You can't really go back and do a tigsy backsy. Right here, just go straight and hold right. You get the heart tank and jump over the gap. So I'm just going to let you watch how I'm doing this, and then you can, you know, kind of adjust your play style to see how I do it. But those black ground sections, they do explode, so you don't want to like stand on them and, you know, they explode, take your health bar. But you'll die from the falls to your tomb over the HP if you've been getting heart tanks. So here we're on the second part. This isn't very difficult here. The first section I feel is more harder than this one. But Jet Stingray does show himself. So if you actually dash into him, you'll take some damage, but you'll also knock him out of the auto scrolling section that he's showing up in. So there's a lot less environmental hazards for you to worry about. He'll show up one more time before the boss fight, which he should be showing up right about now. So yeah, so just dashing him, take him out, and don't worry, there is a full heal up ahead. This is the tricky part right here. So what you want to do is you want to jump, and I screwed that up. Let's go ahead and jump cut right back to there. Hopefully I won't have to die more than once or have some sort of montage. Alright, we're back. So let's see if we can get this. No, we missed it. No! So, alright, let's try this one more time. Jump, jump, dash, and die. Hey, but at least we get the sub tank. So I'll go ahead and jump cut to where after we got it. So okay, and we're back, folks. So let's go ahead and do it. I actually left Jet Stingray alive, so I actually took some damage. So equip the Frost Shield, and we will take the fight to Jet Stingray. His weakness is the Frost Shield, so it's a very stationary weapon, so he has to actually charge into it, or you have to get really close to him to use it. I'm impressed that you found me, but your search is over. Get ready, X. Alright, so Jet Stingray is going to start the fight by getting up here in the middle, and he's either going to dash underneath and try to hit you from the wall, or he's going to open up his little chest hatch in order to shoot out his little ground seekers, ground hunters, what they're called. But they will go straight across, they will hit the wall, and they will go down, and they will hug the ground, and they will you'll either have to destroy them, or eventually they will blow themselves up. Once you do a little bit of damage to him, he's going to change up his pattern, where he will actually go down to the water, and he will use his vacuum arm, like such, and he'll try to draw you towards him. And that's okay, if you have the Frost Shield, just let him draw you towards you. He'll only draw you close enough. He won't draw you so close to where he'll make contact damage. So you can just stand right next to him with a Frost Shield. After you deplete his HP in yellow, he'll change his ground hunters to the pink varieties, which will they'll go down. Which let me go ahead and demonstrate that. I've already could have killed him, but he'll use his ground hunters to do this, and then he will go up and down on the screen, and then you can really just use, you know, Frost Shield to have him crash right into it and then do significant damage. So either way, you know, Frost Shield is very good to take out those ground hunters, or to have him crash into it with his own body towards the end. Ka-ching! Let's go ahead and see what we got. I think it's ground hunter. Yep, ground hunter. And I really like the color scheme for ground hunter. Fires mini stingray drones that race across the ground, effective against enemies on walls and floors. Push down while the stingray drones are flying to command them to fall. So kind of cool. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Let's go ahead and save right here, because I already beaten the game, but I didn't like the way that playthrough came out. Gotta have multiple save files, right, folks?